This is interesting, man. Let's just watch it, guys.
And those that are breaking people. Even people that otherwise don't talk in their playing days are not very loud on podcasts. One of your players, Mikel Obi, was on his podcast, the Obi-Wan podcast, and he said his word, Son Oliseh was a great guy in his playing days, but as a manager, he didn't have a clue of what he was doing. He came in, messed up a Yama, caused problem for the team and all that. And he is the worst coach he's ever worked with. I mean, I know that the man is entitled to his opinion, but my people say that if people say things about you, you always keep quiet. Today, quietness become acceptance. So I need to know from where is that coming from? What did you really do to him? Because it seems to be a lot of bitterness, a lot of pains, a lot of hatred. Where is that coming from? What did you do to Mikel Obi?
To be honest with you, I think the kid needs some help. I think the boy needs some help, really, to be honest with you, because I'm not going to go and chastise now, but I think he needs some help. Look, I will show you something. Normally, I've not really showed much. Yeah, let me see. Can you read this, please?
So I'm going to translate in English. Best manager or best coach, first period, Jupiler League, which is the Dutch league, 2017-2018. Do they give this black managers now?
Well, that is not voted by the press. That is voted by the players and the coaches of the league in the Dutch league. I was voted the best coach in Holland at that time in Holland. Now I'm the first and the only colored man from sub-Saharan Africa to ever win this title. And at the same time, with a club of players like Fortuna Sittard, who had very average players, were able to qualify from the second division, from last position to the first division, where they still are now, where we gain promotion. And then we won a title that is called the period title. Now, I don't need to justify myself being a good coach or anything to the kid. I call him the kid of Mikel because my son is 27 years old. And when he made this statement, I heard about it. But what do you expect me to do? To start going on television and arguing with someone that, it's kind of, it's degrading. A coach, you don't go on television, on newspaper and start arguing with your player. I'm a good coach, I'm a good guy. But I would like to help the man. I would like to help the boy because I think he needs some help. Now, you cannot become a legend with your mouth. You cannot achieve what you are not able to achieve with your foot on the pitch of play as a footballer. You cannot achieve it outside the pitch with talking and with podcast. Now, there is something that, because I have a friend, he's a fanatical Chelsea fan. He's English. We both are linked with FIFA World. Look, the underwear he wears is Chelsea blue color because he's so fanatical about Chelsea and a very nice guy. He sent me once a video and he told me, he said, look, what is wrong with your boy? Because he calls Obi Mikel my boy. Now, when I watched this video, what I saw shocked me. And that's why I felt Obi Mikel needs help. Never in the history of Africa has one player, never in the history of Nigeria, no, not Africa, Nigeria, has one player ever gone on a foreign podcast and totally humiliate his family by calling them beggars, problems, and everything. That they make children, when I saw it, I was shocked. And that is why I'm saying that this disrespect for family and people that are older than you, it has to stop. Now, when I saw that, I was shocked. I said, how can you do this? This is your family. In Africa, it is our pride when you earn something or you make life to help your family. In fact, it is your duty. Because, look, there is something about Obi Mikel that I know that I've never shared, and I beg my friend Dosu Joseph, don't be angry with me. Dosu Joseph is one of the best friends, he's like a brother for me. Before Obi Mikel made it in football, Dosu Joseph housed Obi Mikel in his house and fed him. I bet you all didn't know this. He helped Obi Mikel become what it is today. My friend Dosu Joseph is not a beggar. He's doing well. Although he's handicapped because of the car accident he had. And that's an Olympic gold medalist. And an MON of that, you know. In spite of all the help he gave Obi Mikel, please, let's ask ourselves, has Obi Mikel ever once gone to say hello to Dosu? And with all the millions you've made, help the poor guy? Not. You see, the boy needs help because the thing there is that if you think you can badmouth somebody, said this, look, he said, I heard that he said something about me treating Echejile wrong, or that kind of thing. This is also the misinformation they give to Nigerians. Echejile's uncle, do you know who that is?
My former boss.
Echejile's uncle is Larry Izamoje. I've been friends with Larry since almost when he started. We were one of those who helped Larry become what he became. Because I featured every time on his shows to give him publicity, to help him as a friend. He's from my village area. So why would I come to Super Eagles and do it with Echejile? Echejile called me when he was having problems with his coach at Monaco and asked my advice. And I gave him my project advice. I say, look, my man, if this coach don't help you, if you go meet him for house privately, settle with him. Because you be black man. You know fit afford to give. You can ask Echejile about this if he will deny it. You see, to start to lie about people, the problem I had with Obi Mikel was simply this. I didn't find him at the time I coached him as a player. I didn't find him good enough to play that position. I felt we had even a home-based player that was better. And when we played a World Cup qualifier, I'm not saying a friendly game, when we played a World Cup qualifier against, that was Swaziland. I'm trying to remember their new name now. You know, yeah. When we played against them, because Obi Mikel had played badly in the first leg, 3 days later, when we came back to Port Harcourt to play, I played a home-based player, Paul Onobi, at this place. Paul Onobi was voted by the opposing coach as the best player on the pitch, and we killed them 2-0. Now, the point is that I have no grudge against Obi Mikel. In fact, I am the one telling you now that he needs help. If he wants, he can call me. I will give him advice. Because when you are starting out like him, I get it, Matt. Huh? When people stop football, most players are lost. You don't know what to do next. You know, okay, you've played football, you spent all your life as a footballer. Sometimes we've been so arrogant, they don't even greet people, they don't talk to people. Now you've finished, you find, okay, I need people after all. You know, you have to try to get back into the system. I know that is what he's going through now. You know, okay. But then again, there are ways to do it. One of the first things you have to do when you stop playing football is educate yourself, work on yourself. You know, people have done it. We saw the Ivory Coast player who went to do it. He went to university and got a degree. Now, if you want to do podcasting, it's good. But you can't do podcasting by attacking people and insulting people and demolishing people. I've also heard him make comments about Kanu not being the greatest player ever, about him being the most decorated. You know, all this. That is not how what sells podcast. What sells podcast is what you have up here. It's the brain. So educate yourself, fill it with things, and then you can share and make it. And it's when you're likable, people come to your podcast, not when you insult people. When I look at, I'm not going to go into details why he didn't play, you know, at Super Eagles or whatever, but that is what it is. I have forgotten it, but I think the man needs help, and we should all help him because he's one of the players that have served Nigeria. You know, he's one of our younger brothers. He's a kid. So I think what he can do is once in a while. My advice to him is that if he phones me, I will never share it. Pick up the phone, call me, call JJ, call maybe Uche Okechukwu, ask them opinions about things like that because it will help you.